Hello everyone. Okay, we just started the live session. Sorry for the delay. I just started it. Can can you hear me? Am I audible? Perfect. Yeah, now people can hear me. Amazing. Hello, 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 hello everyone. Lot of hellos. Nice. Good to see you people. Okay, we are 200 people. Let's just wait for a couple of minutes. Okay, 250. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, nice, nice. Lot of people joining. 270 people. Last 1 minute and we'll get started. So hi everyone. Hi. Please become tips. Okay, have you launched? Yeah, I am going to answer that as well. Sure. Okay, I think we have right now 320 people are connected. So good number. We can start. Yeah, people are asking like when will be the Udemy course go live? So yeah, for people who don't know the background, so I'm going to create a DevOps project, comprehensive one, with a, a public domain and hosted, e-commerce, microservice architectured, everything, trying to cover most of the DevOps tools, and that will go live on Udemy. I provided some of the project details as well. So I initially planned to release it on 8th January, but in India, in a lot of places, right now we celebrate festival, and this festival like goes till 15th, 16th. So I'm just thinking to launch it after the festival, maybe 18th, 20th, sometime like that. I'm ready with the course content. I don't have any problem. I mean, I did not record the videos, but I'm ready with the content. I can do it in 2 to 3 days, but with the interest of people, like a lot of people will be interested after the holidays, so that's why we will do it. It's going to be on Udemy. If you have a Udemy uh, provided by your company or anything, you can get it for free, right? Otherwise there are a lot of projects that we already did on YouTube. This is something that I'm trying to do on Udemy, where I can keep that project updated every time, and it's going to be a comprehensive one. Like, it will cover everything from start to end. Yeah, what about interview questions and answer? That would be after that, right? Let's go step by step. Yep. Sorry, I'm just done with my office work, and I just you know had dinner, spent some time, and came back. So apologies, I was little late. Okay, yeah, we'll explore the chat section, and then if we have time, we will also invite people live. I'll talk to them. Do you have a job support? No, no. How can I give job support to a lot of people? I cannot, right? Actually, to be very honest, it's not even possible. So, and don't rely on job support and all. Like, take help from chat gpt, take help from people, take help, like, if you have any questions, we have a Slack channel also. So you can ask, like, instead of taking support, full-time support from a particular person, you can just take help from a lot of sources. Okay. How Azure Open AI will help with the DevOps tasks? We did lot of videos on this topic, Rakesh. I did not do with Azure AI, but I did with bold.new. I did with Copilot, that is GitHub Copilot. I did with ChatGPT, Llama, Llama 3, Olama. We did a lot of videos on this topic. Like if you are interested, just go to the channel and you will find with GitHub Copilot, you will find with bold.new, you will find with Llama 3, you will find with ChatGPT. You can take a look at that. I have shared a lot of use cases. Any free platforms to practice, please refer. What do you want to practice? Like, there are a lot of free platforms. Like, for example, AWS is free for 1 year. Most of it you can practice, and they don't bill you directly. Like, only if you want to pay for the usage that you have done, you can do it. Otherwise, your account gets suspended. So, like, you can install Kubernetes for free. You can try out EKS clusters. So what do you mean by free platform? I can help you accordingly. What is today's agenda? Today's live agenda is to look at the chat section, answer your questions, and if we have time, also invite people so that I can take your questions. Thank you so much, Hari Krishna Chagam, for becoming the member of the channel. You will get access to the Slack group directly. I mean, you'll get a link. What will be the prerequisite for the Udemy course? I'll talk about Udemy course. I'll share all the details, but just that people are asking, let me simply tell you. Uh, See, because it's a project, we are going to do a project. I'll try to cover from as basic as possible. Still, if you have any questions and all, I'll also share the references. But a basic DevOps knowledge is good enough for that particular project. Because you know my style of teaching, I always try to simplify things. I try to explain as much as possible with that blackboard. So basic knowledge of DevOps should be good enough to kickstart that. Thank you so much, Vaishali, for becoming member of the channel. Okay, a lot of people, like 400 people. So let's see if there are any interesting questions. Oh, we are great. We are at 450 now. So let's take questions and I'll try to help every one of you. I'll try to explain the answers to the question so you might find it useful. Can we have Kubernetes live project? Live project. We did a lot of Kubernetes projects. I did not understand what do you mean by live project, but we did a lot of projects on Kubernetes. If you go to our YouTube channel, I mean this channel, and go to the real-time DevOps projects playlist, you will see a lot of projects that I did on Kubernetes, AKS, EKS, on plain Kubernetes, lot of things using kops. So whatever you would like to try out, you can try out. We have service mesh, we have Argo CD, we have deployments on Kubernetes, we have Kubernetes troubleshooting. I don't think you will find so much content on internet anywhere. I did so many videos. Like there are, I think 60 plus videos on Kubernetes on this channel. There is a lot of buzz about MLOps and AOps. Without these, is it really difficult to sustain in software job space? To be very honest, MLOps is nowhere related to your traditional software engineering, right? How MLOps can take over your traditional software jobs? MLOps is machine learning operations. That's why I keep saying, like, if somebody says something, don't be scared about it. First of all, people who might be telling you, even they might not have knowledge. MLOps is about machine learning operations, where MLOps is used to deliver machine learning, whatever workloads are there, machine learning workloads, as soon as possible. MLOps has evolved because lot of models are not reaching the production because the model development, model build, model release is taking a lot of time. Lot of models are dead on the data scientists or data engineers or laptops itself. So MLOps is introduced just like DevOps. How DevOps is dealing with software development lifecycle, MLOps deals with machine learning lifecycle. So, so this question basically, without MLOps, is it difficult to sustain in software jobs? It's not a valid question. No, I'm not. I'm not against the question, Mohsin, but I'm just telling you that whenever somebody says something, don't be worried about it. Sometimes it might be completely absurd as well, right? So if you want more details, I have made basic videos on MLOps, like what is MLOps, what is AIOps. You can understand like what are they, how do they work. Great. Whatever you did in AWS video, that is full course. Yeah, we did 35 videos on AWS. Those are the important services. Apart from that, AWS has 200 services. But whatever are mostly asked in the interviews, like I covered the networking part, I covered the compute part, I covered the storage part, I covered the serverless part, I covered the CI/CD part, and Kubernetes related things. Apart from that, we covered cost optimization, we covered AWS config, compliance, and security. So these are the primary things for your certification, and these are the primary things for your job interviews as well. So I covered all of it. Again, I am repeating, even if you are giving AWS certification or you are giving AWS interviews, the important topics are networking concepts of AWS, compute concepts of AWS, storage concepts of AWS, cost optimization, security, compliance, CI/CD. These are the major ones, right? Apart from that, there are so many services in AWS, but focus on these things. I focused on these things in our AWS Zero to Hero playlist. Thanks Vivek for joining as a member of the channel. Thanks Sandeep for joining as member of the channel. And thanks Mangesh. CKA exam video. Yeah, I'll make one video about Kubestronaut because Kubestronaut is currently buzzing, right? Uh, I don't know how many of you attended KubeCon, but Linux Foundation is also stressing a lot on KubeCon, and the entire CNCF landscape is going to come under something called Golden Kubestronaut program. All the certifications are going to come under it. So there is a lot of hype about Kubestronaut. So I'll make a detailed video. Many of you might not be aware about it. How to become Kubestronaut? What is the course curriculum that you should learn to become Kubestronaut? How much is it going to cost? Where are the resources? I'm going to explain everything about it. Maybe sometime next week, I'll release that video. Are you planning for a DevSecOps playlist? Yeah, I explained this a few times before, but that's okay. I'll tell you one more time. Basically, there is nothing called DevOps playlist and DevSecOps playlist. There is only one thing because security is already part of everything that you do. Today, if you are a developer, you should take care of writing a secure application or writing secure code. Similarly, if you are a DevOps engineer, you have to take care of security, best practices while doing anything, and that is called DevSecOps. If you are building a CI/CD pipeline, in our YouTube videos, I already covered uh, OWASP, I covered Snyk, I covered Trivy, I covered uh, static code analysis using Sonar Cube, right? And we learned about how to create secure Docker images or distroless Docker images. That is also DevSecOps. In CI/CD, we covered DevSecOps. Recently, I did video on Rubrik. That is also DevSecOps. So if you want, I can create a playlist called DevSecOps. But all the things are already covered on the channel. It's the mindset. whenever you talk about security, right, it's the mindset. Like today, even if you're writing a shell script, just try to introduce best practices. Instead of using passwords, you will use an environment variable, or instead of you hard coding things, you will use variables, right? Such best practices, that is DevSecOps. I mean, I'm explaining in a layman terminology. But if you want to see something called as DevSecOps playlist, it's very easy for me. There are already videos on the channel. I just need to put them under one playlist. That's it. Like so, something this is very very important, because you know you will not find jobs called DevSecOps engineers. Okay, one or two companies might open positions called as DevSecOps engineers, but it's nothing but a DevOps engineer. A company will not have DevOps engineer and DevSecOps engineer. Please try to understand this. So whenever people post like this, right, sir, can you please answer my question? Please also post the question in the same thing. Otherwise, I cannot find in huge number of messages. Thank you, Suranarayan. I have built my own Kubernetes operator called Error Cube, which is dashboard based that shows error events on Kubernetes cluster. Can you please review it? Okay, nice, sure. Please send that to me via email or LinkedIn message. Thank you so much, Ravi. I'm very optimistic about it. Where do you work? I work for Red Hat currently. I work as a principal software engineer. Ansible course, please. We already have it. Please check the channel. Because of you, I got the job. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Manpreet. We are all happy for you. I have tech manager round for AWS Cloud Admin queue in it. Technical manager rounds are usually like, you know, technical manager rounds are basically managers trying to understand your behavior, one thing, and trying to understand overall from the, you know, from the, how do I say that? Like from an overview point of view, will you be the right fit for the team? What have you done in the past? It will not be purely technical questions, but some technical scenarios. How will you deal with that scenarios? So try to be very calm when you're giving tech manager rounds, and you just need to understand what they are asking and try to be very positive about it. Like if a tech manager asks, like you are in this scenario, either say I did not fall into that scenario before, so I'm not sure how to handle it. Or if you have faced that situation in the past, try to explain that in a positive way. That you can resolve it amicably with other team members, and you can come out of that situation. Things like that. Love you 300, bro. Can you refer me at Red Hat? Which position? Like I cannot randomly refer you, right? Okay, this is important. Like everybody, like I cannot answer this. Like a lot of people keep messaging on YouTube, on the comment section. Sometimes I keep missing it. So hello Abhishek, I'm using AWS free tier account and got billed 60 rupees for EC2 instances. Is this normal or I'm doing something wrong? So understand two things. One, AWS gives you free trial, where in the free trial you can run two EC2 instances throughout the year. So basically, AWS gives you 750 hours of EC2 time free. Whether if you're using one EC2 instance, you can run it for 750 hours in a year, which is not possible, right? Uh, Sorry, if you are using two EC2 instances, then you can run it throughout the year without any issue. Let's say you're running four EC2 instances. You should manage the time accordingly. What is AWS community? Okay. Like what is AWS community? I'm sorry with the wrong statement in the last answer. 750 hours per month, not year. My bad. Anna, what is AWS community? There is a program called AWS Community Builder. I think you're asking about it. So AWS Community Builder program is like just a recognition that is given by AWS. You will not have a lot of perks with AWS Community Builder, but it's a good recognition. Like let's say you're writing some blogs or you're making some videos, AWS will recognize you saying that, okay, this guy is a community builder, building AWS community. Of course, there are benefits like you get $500 coupon from AWS. You can practice using that $500 coupon. And apart from that, you will also get some goodies like a bag or a bottle. For example, I have this, right? So I got it from YouTube. Similarly, you'll get a tumbler or a bag or something from AWS. And you'll also get 50% off on the AWS reInvent. There are some swags that AWS provide. So these are some benefits. Apart from that, it's a good recognition that you get, which is important. I think from Jan 6th or something, the AWS Community Builder program is open. So just search in the internet AWS Community Builder registration and you can apply for that. Anybody can apply for that. If you want, apply it today. Thank you so much, Naveen. I have already started Azure. Can I learn Azure DevOps before conventional DevOps? No, no, no. It's not a right practice. Please don't do that. Learn DevOps first, then learn Azure DevOps, or then learn, even I will say, without knowledge of DevOps, how can you learn cloud DevOps? I mean, it will be at least it's for me, it's foolishness. Without understanding what is Kubernetes, how can you learn EKS? How can you learn AKS? Without learning containers, how can you learn ECR, ACR? So first learn the fundamentals, only then go for any of that. People might tell you that learn Azure DevOps, you will get job. But before Azure DevOps, you need to know the prerequisites. Thank you, Joe. Thanks, Varaprasad. You all will be added to our Slack channel. I mean, you'll get the links. You should join by yourself. Cloud Native Compute Foundation, basically, it's a organization where there are a lot of open source projects in the cloud native space, like Kubernetes, Prometheus, Argo CD, Istio. They are under CNCF, a group, and they conduct events like KubeCon, Cloud Native Con, all of it. KubeCon is basically conducted by Linux Foundation, which is the parent thing, and CNCF has all of these cloud native projects. Kaushik, thank you so much for your playlist. It means a lot. Thanks for contributing to our channel from, I'm guessing you're from US. So thanks for the contribution, Kaushik. Saurav, thank you so much. The name itself is the best content. Okay, the best content. Thank you so much. Yeah, Kaushik, thanks. And Harsha, member. Like, yeah, we are like currently doing great work with respect to YouTube memberships as well. Because one is, like I mentioned in the past, we are already running a DevOps support channel, not DevOps job support. If you are learning DevOps and if you have any questions, you can join this DevOps Slack group, which will be moved to Discord in future, and you can ask any questions. Like right now, every day we get approximately, like we get 100 plus messages, and we respond back to them in maximum of 1 2 hours. That is maximum. Sometimes you also get response back in 2 minutes. So we have a small team. We are using a common Slack account, and we reply to people. We try to help people, and 99.9% of times we unblock people. So that is purpose of membership. Apart from that, there are also membership videos, which are specific for members. Cool. Let's go back. As some people are saying, DevOps is overly saturated course with too much competition. What is your opinion on this? Like, I don't agree on the competition part, because today, if you want to become a full stack developer, do you know what is the competition? How many people are passing out from college today in India? Everybody wants to become a full stack developer. I'm talking about computer science, basically the BTech graduates. I think 99% of people, if you take 100 people, at least 90 people will say that I want to become a full stack developer. So imagine the amount of competition. Along with that, you have people from previous batches, you have people in the IT industry already. All of them compete for a full stack engineering job. So I don't think DevOps has as much as competition as full stack. Data engineering has as much as competition as full stack. Full stack has the maximum amount of competition, right? So yeah, that's totally fine as well. Like it's okay. uh, People might say that, but you should look at the LinkedIn job opportunities. You should look at the market trends. At least from the market trends, it shows that till 2030 DevOps jobs are going to increase. Name might change. You might call DevOps engineer, you might call XYZ engineer, anything, but jobs are going to increase. That's the stats. Okay, there is a content creation question. Okay, I'm super excited. Let's see. Abhishek, I started a new Instagram channel for creating reels for related to Kubernetes. I'm confused uh, whether I should focus on creating short form or long form content. Should I prefer using YouTube or what? I think Instagram. Okay, yeah, going back. So, um, see, it depends on your skill, right? And it also depends on what purpose are you trying to solve. My aim was to help people get jobs in DevOps and cloud. Impossible with short form videos, right? So that's why even today I focus on long form videos. I have an Instagram channel. I don't even post a lot on the YouTube shorts you might have seen. So what is your passion? What is your focus? If you want to really educate people, I think short form videos won't help that much. You can give an overview. You can help people who are already aware of certain things. But if you want to help people right from the root level, teach fundamentals to the core, explain concepts in detail, you need to make long form videos. So one is your passion, second is your skill. According to that, you can make it. But one thing I can tell you, like you don't have to be best at content creation to start with it. If you are good with concepts, you can start. If you look at my first videos, right, even if you go to our DevOps Zero to Hero playlist, videos quality is not good. People don't watch our videos for quality, they watch for the quality of content. I did not upload 4K videos. Even there is a lot of lag in the videos, right? Even today, I don't have crazy equipment. But why people watch our channel? Because we provide content. Content, end of the matter, is the king. Okay, so anybody who's starting with content creation, I will tell you, don't go for fancy equipment. Don't start with lot of like, you know, huge studio setup, lighting setup, and all. First, Give your content to people. If people are accepting you, if people are accepting your content, then you can increase gradually, or then you can accelerate gradually. Yeah, regarding content creation, I have lot of things to share, but I don't think this is the right medium. Many people might not be interested, right? So that's why I don't talk a lot about content creation. But I think, if it has to be about content creation, I have a great success story to share, and I have a lot of tips for people as well. But sometime maybe a master class on content creation, so that we don't disturb people who are here for DevOps jobs. Uh, Monitoring, application health memory, observability playlist we made, right? Go for Prometheus, Grafana. They are the best. Okay. Thanks, Chris. Sure. See, the reason why I did not make videos on Datadog, Dynatrace, or any particular tools, the enterprise observability tools, is that today there are so many enterprise observability tools in the market. If I do a video on Datadog, people will ask about New Relic. If I make on New Relic, people will ask about Dynatrace. If I make on Dynatrace, people will ask about Manage Engine. There are at least 50 observability tools. We did videos on ground cover, but if I make in the observability course, reason why I did not include any enterprise observability tools is that it will lead to a confusion. Should they only go with Dynatrace? Then they will only focus on Dynatrace. That's why what I did is that I focused on the primary things. I focused on the open source tools like Prometheus, Grafana, EFK stack, and also Jaeger, OpenTelemetry. These are the things that we focus on observability. If you learn these things, any enterprise observability platform you can easily learn. It can be Datadog, Dynatrace, New Relic, Manage Engine, Ground Cover, anything on eBPF, no worries, right? So that's why focus on Prometheus, Grafana, ELK or EFK, Jaeger, OpenTelemetry. Good enough. I learned Azure. Can I directly go for your DevOps course, or AWS is a prerequisite? No, no, no. AWS is not prerequisite for Azure, or AWS is not prerequisite for DevOps as well. Okay. See, again, people are asking about Splunk. That's what I'm telling you, right? If you go for tool by tool, there are so many tools in observability. Don't run behind tools, run behind concepts. That's why Prometheus, Grafana, ELK or EFK, Jaeger, OpenTelemetry. Enough. Learn this, you can learn any enterprise observability tools in just 1 to 2 days. Tomorrow if you have interview, if you are strong with the concepts that I explained, and in the interview they have XYZ observability tool, you can learn in 2 days if you know these things: Prometheus, Grafana, EFK or ELK, Jaeger, and OpenTelemetry. Thanks, Jahangir. Thank you, Abdul Khadir. Okay, there is a question. Anna, Java Spring Boot application చేసి complete SDLC cycle playlist చేయన్నా. See, uh, we did for Java Spring Boot application. Abhi is asking this. For Java Spring Boot application, just go to our channel and search for Ultimate DevOps CI/CD pipeline. It has almost 500K views. It's a Spring Boot application. I wrote that application, right? It's not an open source or something. I wrote that Spring Boot application. I explained the source code. Then source code explanation is part of that video. After that, I explained how to build that application. I explained how to run the application, how to deploy it on Kubernetes, how to use GitOps with it, how to create complete CI/CD pipeline. So you already have it. Just go to the channel, search for Ultimate CI/CD pipeline. Almost it will show 1 year ago because I uploaded like 1.5 or almost 2 years ago, and it will have like close to 450K views or something. Very good video with complete practical, and I have GitHub notes as well. How to use that Spring Boot application in Jenkins, that is also provided. Just like I'm not I'm not saying this because this is my channel, but we spent 2 years on this channel. We created lot of videos, and every content that I created on this channel, I only focused on the interviews. If I'm making a video today, is it helpful for the people? First 1.5 year or first 1 year, channel did not even generate revenue. If you know any other YouTubers, you can check with them. Like initially, channel does not generate revenue until channel becomes popular. So first 1 year or even more than that, what I did was I uploaded videos continuously, focusing on people. If I upload this video, will that help in their interviews? That's why I created DevOps, AWS, Azure, Terraform, Python, Kubernetes, Docker, everything, including projects. So whenever you have any question, right, just go to the channel and search for that video. Like, did Abhishek already create it? A There is great chance that I already created that video. No worries, even if you ask, I will explain. That's not a problem. But I'm just saying, like, today we are on this live stream, so you asked, I replied immediately. Sometimes you might feel that Abhishek did not create a video on this. Just try to look at the channel. Is real-time experience needed for freelancing work in DevOps? Just say that you have real-time experience. How will they know? If you're going for freelancing, right? Like, if I have to be bluntly honest, if you're going for freelancing, just say that you already have real-time experience. How will they even know? Thanks, Sajal. Oh God. I think I should write a blog on this, or I recorded a video. Still, people ask this question. I recorded a Instagram reel. I recorded YouTube short video. Still, this question keeps coming. So I'm just trying to understand. Maybe I'll write a community post or something so that people can refer it. It's okay. It's important. So I'll just try to explain again. Should I watch AWS Zero to Hero first or DevOps Zero to Hero first? I think I explained in this live stream also. So see, please understand something. Without learning DevOps, how can you learn cloud DevOps? Same applies to data engineering as well. Same applies to anything on cloud. Let's say you want to become cloud data engineer. If you don't know the fundamentals of data engineering, how can you become a data engineer? Best example, if you don't know Docker and Kubernetes, how will you even learn EKS? You will click few buttons, you will create an EKS cluster, but what will you get out of it? First, learn DevOps, then learn AWS or cloud if you want to become a cloud DevOps engineer. You are teaching DevOps? No, no, no. We have DevOps, we have AWS, Azure. We don't have GCP. Uh, Maybe I'll create that in future. Any plans for OCP sessions? We have one OpenShift zero to hero session, but there are no plans for creating like complete OCP playlist or something because it's same as Kubernetes. I work for Red Hat. I am saying OpenShift is similar to Kubernetes. It's just layer on top of that, and whatever is extra, I try to explain in that OpenShift zero to hero series, zero to hero video. No time for top mate. Sorry for that. At least now I don't have time for top mate, unfortunately. It's good. Platform engineering roles are also good, but they're less when you compare with DevOps engineer roles. Still, there are roles for platform engineers, but going ahead, I think it will become very easy to create platforms. So I'm not sure about the future of platform engineering. Recently, I did video on Kestra. I don't know if you watched it or not. If DevOps engineers use Kestra, if they use it to the fullest of potential, it can eliminate a lot of things that platform engineers would do because Kestra itself is a platform. You just need to go there and you just need to write the YAML. All the plugins, all the extensions are already developed by Kestra. In future, if you have more such tools, I don't know how platform engineering is going to evolve. Okay, Chaitanya says, everyone, please don't come to DevOps. There is high competition. Okay, Chaitanya, we respect your decision. But can you also suggest anything else? I'll wait for your answer. Like, even I'm curious to understand where the competition is less. Maybe I'll also switch to that stream. No, no, I mean, it's not funny, but I'm really curious to understand, like, in which space today in IT in 2025 competition is less. Full stack, data engineering, AI. Where is the competition less? Let's see if Chaitanya responds to that. I have 8 years of experience in Apple support. I'm trying to switch to DevOps. Company requires experience, which I don't have. How do I switch then? Perfect question. Suchi is asking this question. Suchi, just go to our YouTube channel. Yesterday, I uploaded a video. You are a member of the channel. You can access that video. How to show experience, how to show DevOps experience in Resume. It's a members only video. It will be with the heading called Masterclass. Watch that video. You will definitely get answer to your question. No doubts about it. So because I made that complete video, you can watch that video, Suchi. You have the complete details in that video where I explain how can you show your experience, whether you have career gap, whether you are from non-IT, whether you are from any stream, you can show your experience in DevOps. I mean, there is a chance how I explained in that video. Just to give an overview, because of your super chat, I can, uh, you know, I can just give you a simple overview. So you have 8 years of experience in Apple, right? So when you want to switch to DevOps, first sit down and try to see what did you do in your past 8 years. Are there any things that you have done relevant to DevOps? Not exactly DevOps, but relevant to DevOps. Maybe you might have done something like uh, related to Linux. Maybe you are a system administrator, or you did something related to CI/CD. You built an application, or you created a container in your 8 years of experience. Anything that you have done, you might have done production support. Try to capitalize that. Try to switch that towards DevOps. Put that in your resume. And if you're currently even working in Apple, first thing that you can do is try to switch internally. Otherwise, show your past experience in such a way that it looks similar to DevOps experience, and then you can start applying for companies. In your designation, they don't provide like Apple support engineer or something like that. They will say software engineer. Like when I worked in TCS, my designation was system analyst. Even DevOps engineer system designation is also system analyst. So company's designation will be they when they give you the relieving letter, it will not be too much issue for you when you join a new company. More details I shared in that video. Like you can also watch that. Thanks, Shubham. Thanks, Gopi. Okay, we have again 400 plus people. Okay, I was trying to see where is the competition less. Somebody posted about it, so right. We don't see the response yet. If anybody knows in 2025 where the competition is less, maybe you can explain. Hi Abhishek, can you explain something about open source contributions to Kubernetes and SIGs? Okay, you asked two things. I'll explain very quickly. One is open source contribution. Did you recently watch my video where I contributed to open source and I posted video? I think it's first time on YouTube. Nobody might have done it. I did real open source contribution to Argo CD and I posted that video on YouTube. Like people talk about open source contributions, right? You should do like this, you should do like this. But I actually did a open source contribution and showed it on the channel. I think it's last week video. If you want, you can check that. In general, open source contributions is nothing but taking a popular open source project, carrying your journey with that project. Don't randomly go to 10 projects. Okay. Don't directly go to 10 projects. Take one project. For example, I am like focusing from last 2 years on the Argo CD project. They also have Argo CD operator. There is also Argo rollouts operator. Currently, I'm maintainer of Argo CD operator, but I also focus on Argo CD project. So stay with one project, continue your journey with that project as if you are working as a company, right? If you work for a company, you will focus on that company, right? Similarly, even for an open source project, start your journey with it. Every week, every open source project, if it's a popular one, they have something called contributor office hours. That means everybody who is contributing or willing to contribute, they can join that call. Maintainers will be in that call. They will try to explain you the roadmap. What are the issues that they'll work on future, where they need help. So that's how you can become part of an open source community. Start small contributions or even talk to the maintainers and see if you can help them with some documentation and all. Then, as you carry your journey with a project, with an open source project, every open source project has something like special interest groups, which is called SIGs. For example, Argo CD has Argo CD SIG UI or UISIG. That is people who are specially interested in UI. There is something called security SIG, right? There is something called scalability and performance SIG. Similarly, Kubernetes also has that, Argo CD has that, Prometheus has that. So as you become part of that project, open source project, you can eventually ask maintainers to add you to SIGs. So this is open source contribution and SIGs. Okay, I think Harish, you got your answer. What chair do you use? Is it good for work from home? Yeah, it's good. It's uh, it's this one, Green Soul. At least it's good. Like for me, there are no issues till now. Already passed AWS Solutions Architect. I want to know what is the next certification might help me as a beginner. In AWS Solutions Architect is good enough. If you want, you can try CKA, Certified Kubernetes Administrator. I think market for OpenStack is less. Python course. Uh, Check on our channel. We have already Python for DevOps playlist. You will find it really interesting because we did a lot of use cases as well, right? So there are like 4 use cases that I covered in that Python for DevOps playlist. It's completely free, available on our channel. Thank you, Narendra, and also NT. Thanks for contributing to the channel. I have AWS SAA security Azure 104. Oh wow, 305, 400, and GCP PCA. I'm going for CKA end of January. Very nice. Will I need more certifications to get into DevOps and security cloud engineer? No, 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 no. I think you have a lot of certifications already. You don't need more certifications. Now it's time to focus on interviews, right? Build your resume, build your job profile, job portal, what do you call it? Like job portal profiles, whether it's Naukri, LinkedIn, or wherever you are. Focus on that, focus on the analytics, drive traffic towards your LinkedIn and Naukri profiles. That will really help you. I think you have a lot of good certifications. It's very good enough. When are you going to conduct meetup? Okay, we did one meetup in Hyderabad very recently, so we'll plan again, like we did very recently, right? I also need to get time, so I'll plan in this year. I'll plan in Chennai, Bangalore, Pune, other places. So we have real-time DevOps playlist. With that, you can practice real-time scenarios. So I covered as much as possible. Missed placements. Planning MTech after 1 year career gap. Very unfortunate that you missed the placements. Um, which stream are you taking in MTech? Yeah, try to pick up something in the space of AI because it's trending a lot, right? By the time you come out of MTech, I think that will help you. Whether you want to go to DevOps development, you will still have AI skill. Yeah, yeah, sure. Bangalore for sure. We will do it. Last year also we did it. This year also we'll do it. Right? Not last year, last but last. So we don't have any placement assistance course of yours. What is placement assistance? I have videos on resume building. I have videos on LinkedIn optimization, Naukri optimization. I have videos on how to prepare your resume. I have videos on what kind of projects you can add to your resume. If that comes under job or placement assistance, yeah, we already have all of those videos completely free on our channel. Even resume templates, what kind of resumes to use, mock interviews, everything is there on our channel. You might be feeling that, for a lot of questions I'm saying that it's already there on our channel. Please understand, like, we posted more than 550 videos on the channel. So the possibility is that we already recorded a lot of videos. And I can tell you, like, with very honestly and with a lot of pride, doing that is very difficult. Because if you look at any YouTuber journey, right, people initially start with some videos and instantly they get opportunities for making paid courses. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but they get opportunities. Like people keep asking. Even when we did our YouTube channel, once I reached 10K subscribers, people started asking for paid course. If I take a pivot that time, I wouldn't have done so many videos. I wouldn't have done DevOps course, AWS course, Azure course, Python, observability, Terraform. That wouldn't have been possible. I was on a mission that I will do everything for free. Then I will think of any other aspirations that I have. Right? I told if you are a initial subscriber of our channel, you will. I mean, these words will resonate with you because I told this multiple times to our initial subscribers. First, my goal is to make everything free on YouTube. And I did that, right? DevOps, AWS, Azure, Python, Terraform, we put everything. So that's the reason why whenever you ask question, my answer might be that it's already on the channel. Today, if you ask me, Abhishek, can you invest that amount of time again? I'm not sure because that amount of dedication to blindly record videos, 550 videos. Now, I mean, I don't know if I have that much patience to redo everything again. And I don't think anybody else could invest that much amount of time to make all of these content free. Yeah, I mean, I take that pride as well because I feel very happy whenever I say this, and I feel very happy whenever I see people getting DevOps and cloud jobs through our channel. Thanks, Shubham. How is the job market for a junior DevOps engineer? See, like when you talk about junior DevOps engineers, right? The thing is that companies still don't have that. I mean, every company don't have that culture of recruiting freshers as DevOps engineers. What they do is they go to colleges or they go to off campus, and initially they try to get people and they try to get developers, but later they put people in different positions. They hire candidates as developers, but then they put as DevOps engineers, cloud engineers, automation testers, manual testers. That culture is now growing. Now people are starting to hire, okay, if I need a DevOps engineer, let me hire a DevOps engineer only. If I need a QA engineer, let me hire people with QE skill only. So that's why you will have less number of opportunities as a fresher, but opportunities are there. Also look at the competition, right? If you are a fresher and if you are trying to take a full stack engineering job role, what is the competition? For one job, at least 1,000 people or 500 people. Take DevOps. Competition is there, but for one job, you might see 200 people. Less competition, less number of people. Full stack, more competition, but more number of jobs and more number of people as well. Okay. Are there any questions here? I was good at DevOps, so plan to do MTech. Okay, nice. Doing web dev is necessary for DevOps. You need to understand software development lifecycle. That is necessary. Like how, like let's say you are a college student, how application is written. Like you don't need to be a core developer, but basic understanding of how application is written, how application is built, how application is deployed, how application is tested, what is software development lifecycle, and as a DevOps engineer, how do you eliminate the gaps, reduce the operations, and unify dev and ops. This is required. So please don't remove your content from YouTube. They are like gold. I will definitely not remove. Like, why will I remove content from YouTube? It will always be there. See, if I remove the content from YouTube, one is people will find it difficult, I agree. But second thing is, even if you look from my point of view, I invested my blood and sweat into it, right? I spent almost 1.5 years to record all the zero to hero courses for free. No money can pay me that time back, right? If I needed money, if I wanted to do it for money, I would have done in paid courses. Even if I would have done all of that on Udemy, or if I would have done instead of YouTube, if I do it somewhere else, I would get a lot of money, right? I did not do it for money. So don't worry, I will never delete that content. I don't know why people are asking this question. Every zero to hero course will be on our YouTube channel. If I want to record, I will record new series. Okay, that doesn't matter. But everything on our YouTube channel will be there lifetime. I will not remove anything. And you will be surprised, I'm also updating those videos, right? Today if you check my LinkedIn post, I updated 2 years old ultimate CI/CD pipeline. There was a issue, I fixed it, I put that in GitHub repository, I put that in pinned comment. So I love the content that I recorded. There is no way I will delete it. It will be free lifetime. We need Azure like DevOps and AWS. Manas, it's already there. Azure Zero to Hero, just like AWS and DevOps Zero to Hero, it is already there on the channel where I recorded Azure videos, Azure DevOps videos, everything. Just go to the channel, search for Azure Zero to Hero. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, people are asking, but if they go to the channel, they already have the content on the channel. Okay, that's not a problem. Like, you might have missed it, but you can watch it for free on the channel. Shell scripting zero to hero is already there on the channel. You are asking for bash zero to hero. Both are same. Next course on YouTube is AI Ops. AI for IT operations. I'm going to do it. That will be the next zero to hero playlist on our YouTube channel. How does DevOps engineer use GoLang? One simple use case. As a DevOps engineer, if you want to write a Kubernetes controller, you need to write in GoLang. uh, client go Python libraries are available, client go Java libraries are also available, but GoLang client go library is the popular one. So that's why, as a DevOps engineer, if you want to write a Kubernetes controller, GoLang is the option. If you want to write admission webhook, right, let's say you want to write an admission webhook for your organization, then GoLang is the option. Let's say you want to write uh, anything related to talking to the Kubernetes APIs, GoLang is the option. Kubernetes operator, GoLang is the option. Yeah, these are some use cases. Sai Rupesh, GitHub Actions versus Jenkins, preference for DevSecOps. Like if you're just starting, you can pick up anything. Jenkins is easy to start because you can start with Jenkins freestyle projects as well. Uh, Groovy, instead of Groovy, you can start with Jenkins freestyle projects. But GitHub, whenever you say GitHub, I'm little biased about it because it's one of my favorite platforms. They are amazing. They are building an amazing platform. GitHub Copilot, they have GitHub Copilot Workspace, they have GitHub Actions, they have repositories in GitHub. It's an open source collaboration platform. So, I'm little biased towards GitHub. So you can start with GitHub Actions, but if you are a beginner, Jenkins is the best place. It is very easy to start. They have freestyle projects. You don't need to know YAML, you don't need to know Groovy. You can get started with it. Thanks, Sandeep. Okay, Shiva is a new member of the channel. Thank you so much, Shiva. You will get access to the Slack channel. Sai Rupesh. Okay, we just answered this, right? 2024 graduation missed out on placement due to low CGPA. Okay, but learned also from your videos after a career gap. I'm planning to do MTech. Does that sound like a good idea? So I can have a chance in getting placed. Yeah, you can pursue your MTech. It's a good option only because you also have a career gap and you are interested in doing MTech. So yeah, it's a good option. You can go for it. But because of your family situations or financial situations, if you cannot afford 2 more years, what I would suggest is, you can also try getting into DevOps job roles in startups or some companies as well. Or you can try both also parallelly, right? Do MTech and keep looking out for opportunities. You can take distance education in MTech and look out for opportunities. You can do freelancing also. Multiple options. But yeah, your option is good. That's not a problem. Hello. Thank you so much, Akshat. Akshit. As DevOps engineers, we don't use any advanced data structures. Like we don't use linked lists or we don't use, let's say, stacks and all. Thank you so much, Mr. DI. Okay, I'm just looking for any interesting questions here. KCNA or CKA? CKA. More reputation to CKA. Yeah, I'm just repeating for people who are not there. I will make a complete video on. I'll make a complete video on Kubestronaut, where I'm going to explain you what is the Kubestronaut program, what are the advantages of it, why Linux Foundation is focusing more on Kubestronaut, uh, what is Golden Kubestronaut program, how to become a Kubestronaut, where can you learn, are there any resources for learning Kubestronaut? I'm going to cover everything. Can I switch from DevOps to MLOps? Is it worth? Is it future proof? You can switch from DevOps to MLOps. It is worth. But is it future proof or not? It's difficult to say that. DevOps also has a lot of future. So, because what is MLOps? MLOps is basically machine learning operations, right? Just like software applications, there are models. For models, you do MLOps. For software applications, you do DevOps. So, today, which are more? Models are more or software applications are more? Software applications are more. Are models going to take away the software applications? No. End of the day, software applications will still be there. Your e-commerce application is always a software application. So it will always be there. So that's why DevOps, the developer operations, is going to exist. MLOps is going to exist parallelly. That is for models. This is for software applications. Vishal, thank you so much. Sri, thanks for joining as a member. So people are asking, when will we start MLOps? More than MLOps, AI ops is super important. I don't know if people are following about agents, right? AI agents. People are, I don't know if people are following about AI ops or not, right? It's very important to, take a look at AI ops related things at this point of time because there is a very bright future for that. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So if you ask me ML ops or AI ops, start with AI ops. Not getting interview calls. I have 3 years experience. Did you like, okay, ignore about interview calls. Are people watching your profile? Is your LinkedIn and Naukri getting enough attention? Start with that particular point. If people are not watching your LinkedIn profile and Naukri profile, first you need to improve those profiles. Later, you can work on, getting the calls or not. How you can check that? If you go to your Naukri, if you go to your LinkedIn, you will see analytics tab. So first step, recruiter should see your profile. If that step is successful, then go for recruiter actions. If first step itself is a failure, that is, if people are not even looking at your profile, what will you do? You will change things. Tomorrow change something else. See the analytics. Is the analytics, there is a spike or not? Maybe you missed Kubernetes yesterday. Add Kubernetes today. Or maybe you added something that is irrelevant. Try removing it and see. Add Terraform, add Ansible. Is there a growth in the analytics? Is there a spike? If there is a spike, then you are doing something right. Right? Keep adding similar things. If there are more recruiter, if there are more recruiters looking at your profile, then focus on recruiter actions. Right? That's how you need to go step by step. Sometimes we feel that our resume is good, but you know, it might not be that good as well. You need to understand that fact. Yeah, it's a different topic. What is new AI agents or agentic AI applications? Yeah, I will make a video on that. I watched Satya Nadella's video also, where they were focusing on GitHub Copilot Workspace, exactly similar to Bold.new, or I will say it is also somewhat similar to Claude. But I felt it is some or the other way what Bold.new is doing, but it's in the space of GitHub Copilot and in the GitHub workspace. It's going great right now. RAG, it's doing very good in the space of model development. So yeah, it's nice. If you want to build small models, uh, yeah, RAG is good. DevOps or Salesforce, which I have scope. I'm not sure about Salesforce. I mean, I don't have that much knowledge on it, so I don't think I should comment on it. Sure, I will record a complete series of AI ops. Don't worry about it. Okay, let's do last 15 minutes. Let's take any interesting questions and see. Shell scripting or Python scripting? First shell scripting, then Python scripting. How much Python is required for DevOps? Exactly how much that we covered in Python for DevOps is your prerequisite. On top of that, if you want to learn more, you can learn more, but that is something that you should definitely know. How much Python is required? That's why I did Python for DevOps playlist. That much is definitely required. On top of that, if you learn things, that will help you. If you don't learn, that is enough for giving the interviews. CKA first, CCAD next. Third week of January, mostly maybe sometime like 20th of January something. I'll announce the date. I think maybe 20th of January. Yeah, DevOps interns or junior DevOps engineers, or something in the associate positions. That will be the things that you should target. Recruiters are watching my profile every day in Naukri and LinkedIn, not getting calls. Kindly guide me. Okay, you say that there are recruiters at least watching your profile. That means it's good. They are watching your profile, but they are not calling you back, right? So you did first part right. People came to your profile, they are watching your profile. Why are they watching your profile? Let's understand it, right? No recruiter will come to your profile just for wasting time. They are coming to your profiles. That means they have a requirement for jobs, but somehow you're not fitting into that criteria, right? So just you are one step behind. Now you need to make sure that look into more job descriptions on LinkedIn. This is what I usually do. Go to LinkedIn, read 20-30 job descriptions, and even if a recruiter is watching your profile, you can see from which company is the recruiter, or at least you will get some hint from Naukri or LinkedIn. See what is their job description, or go to 20-30 job descriptions. Try to see what are you missing in your profile. Add those things, right? So maybe your resume is at score of 60 today. Now you want to make it to 80 so that you will also get calls from the recruiter. That is just, you are just one step away. I'm sure if you spend some time, you will do it. How much GoLang is needed for DevOps? Like, GoLang is not needed skill. If you have it, it's okay. But shell scripting and Python is the needed skill. From where do you get all of these knowledge? Asking out of curiosity. Like, I just keep updating myself every day. Like, I don't dedicate time. Like, I don't say that morning 1 hour I'll spend on reading and all. But whenever I find something new, interesting, like today, uh, somebody was talking about Satya Nadella's agentic AIs, right? So, I was reading about that, and then I came across small LM. Uh, People might not know it, but Hugging Face recently launched small LM. So I was reading about it. When I was reading about small LM, I explored more about small language models. What are the different small language models? What is the efficiency of the small language models? So, like, if you are interested in this space, right, you pick up one topic, from there you go to another one, from there you go to the another one, and you just keep exploring. Try to make a habit of learning, then you will find things very simple. I keep saying this to people. Whenever you make that habit of learning, today you spend 30 minutes, right, tomorrow you spend 30 minutes, like that, over 1 month, how much time are you spending? 15 hours. How much can you learn in 15 hours? So much, right? So small steps, if you do, I mean, if you take small step every day, end of the year or end of the month, it will look very big for you. That's what I keep doing. Like, every day, whenever I find something new, I just keep learning. That's it. CCNA is good for DevOps. Mm, it's okay. I don't say that, CCNA is a requirement or something. It's okay if you have CCNA, it's nice. How to post LinkedIn in DevOps like a pro? Just start. You don't have to be a pro. First, start without being a pro. Uh, if people are liking it, you will understand that okay, people are liking this. Then you will make similar posts. That's how. Like, it's a social media game, right? End of the day, whether it's LinkedIn or whether it's Instagram, whether it's YouTube, it's a game. It's a game of algorithm. Like, watch more people doing it, and you will crack that. Like, what is a how do you crack Instagram? LinkedIn is also similar. How people are cracking Instagram, how they are making viral reels, they are catching the thing, or they are just catching that magic, and they keep doing similar kind of things. Even in LinkedIn, take a look at people what they are posting. Try to spend some time. One of your content will get some reach. Try to post similar content and post continuously. Like keep a frequency of it. Curious to know where do you learn from? From where you learn? Uh, like I learn like first of all, official documentation. Whenever like today, if I have to read about small LM, I told you about small LM, right? There are not much videos. Like whenever I'm reading some content, most likely the content is new. Small LM or these kind of things, not a lot of content you will find on YouTube as well. So by the time I learn something, uh, many less creators might have posted, very less creators might have posted about that on YouTube. So obviously my first source of reading things will be documentation. And what I do is whenever I'm looking at some things in documentation, I'll try to focus on, okay, why did they write this application or what is the purpose of it? And I'll try to put it on my laptop. That's all. Mostly if you do these things, you will never forget stuff. Thank you so much, Soumya. Whenever I worked on low resources EC2 instance like T2 medium, sometimes my EC2 hangs and I'm not able to connect to EC2 instance. Make a video on this. Like if you're running huge applications, no, that's expected. T2 medium just comes with one CPU and one GB RAM. So if you are running huge applications, you cannot do much. That's designed. It's T2 medium. That's designed for running small applications. Okay, I think we spent good amount of time, almost 1.5 hours. So thank you for being patient with me. We will connect again next week, and I'll tell you one final thing. So 300 people are watching it at this point, and thank you for being with me towards the end of the live session. One thing that I want to say is we are doing great work with channel memberships. If you are learning DevOps and if you need help while learning things, we are already building a team. We have a small team already trying to help people. Just join the channel as a member. We have Slack group. So you will get the Slack group link. You can post questions. We will try to get back with you in 2 to 3 hours. And if you are active, if you are active, we will even get back to you within no time. So this way, during your learning, we can accelerate the process. We are doing this on a mission, and our mission for 2025 is to build a very good DevOps community by providing support. Like, if you find it good, Abhishek.Veeramalla, www.youtube.com/Abhishek.Veeramalla/join, and you will get the link. See you all in the next live stream. Take care. Bye bye.